One thing that we have to say and start off with, I've just been watching this video on this channel called, is it Omeezy? Omeezy. Big up Omeezy, spelled OHMEEZZY. And he just did a quick little recap video on guess who? Bitch, you guessed it, Myron from Fresh and Fit.
Myron Gaines, yes, the head of the snake himself, is being exposed for having his woman, Angie, either cheat on him or leave him. So this says that Amro, and shouts out the Tree of Life, this is what she calls Myron. Myron goes to NY to cover the Diddy trial. He praises Angie, says she's the best woman ever. Everything looks fine as of now.
Thank you, Angie. She's been great, guys. Truly one of the best ladies ever. Best women.
She then highlights, instead of staying with Myron in NYC, Angie decides to go to a rollerblade event in Orlando.
Solo cast tomorrow? Yeah, Angie won't be here, unfortunately. I wish she was here, but she's got to leave.
Okay, this is the flyer of the said rollerblading event that's going down in Orlando at some park or something like that. And this is the picture from the rollerblading event. Looks like a fun time. Okay, we're looking at the guy to the left of Angie. We are highlighting that specific dude. I believe this person on the left here is Angie, and we're talking about the left side of her. And then as you can see in the picture that I showed at the beginning of the video, it looks like Angie is holding hands with this man as she rollerblades through this city. Now, this would go against everything that Myron's ever said. Remember, he's in a relationship that's open on his end, but closed on Angie's end.
My fucking girlfriend is smart, man. Don DeMarco Frangio.
Oh, he does have a girlfriend.
Yes, I do. And the thing is that we don't argue. I do what the fuck I want to do. She's loyal to me. It's monogamous on her end, open on my end. You know where she's at right now? She's hanging out with my parents, living a great life. She don't got to worry about shit. And she's smart enough to understand. This bothers me a little bit that I know that he's with other women. I understand that he cares about me, he loves me, provides for me.
Thank you, Pastor Omar. Thank you. So I think his stew is very important, but it's a slow burner, so be patient with me. Now, it kind of contradicts everything that you said because it's supposed to be monogamous on her end, but open on yours. And I know big macho man alpha like you would not be happy with Angie being down in Orlando holding the man's hand, a friend, a game, anything otherwise, because that would be damaging your reputation. You would have people like me making videos about you and your relationship. So there's probably something going on deeper, greater, vaster.
Myron's girlfriend, the one that he used to kind of mistreat, her name is Angie. She used to get a lot of hate on socials too, by the way, so bless her. Whenever Myron would be on a podcast talking about how he manages his relationship and how it's monogamous on her side but open on his side, and he would speak openly about how this girl Angie would pack his bags for him when he'd go on trips away and make sure to pack condoms, like, you know, treat him like a king. He got to get away with all sort of lot of madness and stuff. Everyone would be piling, especially the women. They'd be attacking this Angie woman, like, how the hell are you allowing this guy to talk about your relationship this way in public? You're a walkover, you're this, you're that, pick me, loser. And she was getting a lot of hate. Like, I kind of felt bad for her, I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes as a woman, you can't, you know, just a person, you can't help who you fall in love with. And yes, she fell in love with a bit of an awful dude in, you know, Myron Fresh and Fit, but that's her guy, innit? It's not her fault that her guy is publicly embarrassing her and putting her in a weird position. Well, it looks like she finally had enough. And you know what really is funny about this whole thing? As I've watched more videos about this whole affair, allegedly, Myron's girlfriend left him for some guy that you would describe, or Myron would describe as a loser. A guy that looks like a hipster, he looks like an artist, it looks like he goes to fucking a lot of festivals, he's got dangly earrings, you know, not the kind of alpha quasi macho thing that they have going on where they think that's the only one way a man should be. Myron lost his girlfriend to a man that he most likely doesn't even rate, you know? And most likely he lost his girlfriend to that guy because guess what? That guy just probably treats her nicely. He probably treats her like a fucking human being. He probably treats her with love and respect and honor and all that malarkey. He's probably just a gentleman with her. And guess what? She hasn't experienced that in a long, long time. So she went running. Oh, you know, for better terms, skating away. Now I'm wondering, on my end, can you be a man influencer, manosphere guy, dating coach, lifestyle guru? Are you allowed to be one of those type of guys if your girlfriend leaves you? Can you be a lifestyle dating relationship guy if you have a divorce? If you don't have, like, can you be an expert of raising children if you don't have any children? Marriage cancer if you're not married? I don't think so. I think he has to lose a little bit of his credibility off the back of this very embarrassing affair where this girl left him because he didn't treat her right, and now she's dating some, like, what people would deem to be like a normal, everyday, regular civilian type of dude. Not a super multi-millionaire. He doesn't drive a Bentley. He doesn't drive a Rolls Royce. He's not covered in fucking jewels. He doesn't live in some penthouse apartment in Miami or something. He's just a regular guy, and he took, or basically, you know, he's now in a relationship with Myron's ex-girlfriend, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, all things considered. But it also is a little, it's funny because it kind of, it's this common thing that happens within the manosphere for some reason. All of these manosphere guys are very critical, very, very critical of other people when they get in relationships. I've heard Myron sometimes like just go on really unhinged rants regarding his other, you know, content creators, influencers, streamers within his orbit when they get into relationships. He's always super duper 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 harsh on them. And then when it comes to him and this embarrassing affair, he doesn't want to talk about it. He's purposely avoiding it, you know? That's what I don't like. If you're going to talk all that smack about other people, when it lands on your doorstep, you have to be willing to take it. Don't then now pretend like you're not hearing, you don't understand English, it's not a big deal for you. No. You make it a big deal to involve yourself in everyone else's business. Now we're going to make it a mission to involve yourself in your business. But again, I just find it interesting how these guys, and maybe it goes back to that Mudahar thing I was talking about the other day, about that other YouTuber who lied about being an engineer for like 10 plus years. I'm starting to think now that there's a lot of value in dishonesty. There's a lot of value in lying. There's a lot of value in grifting, because some of the grifters in this world are making a lot of money and they're getting away with it. Because think about this, right? Fresh and Fit have like a private group thing that you have to pay, you know, £50 plus for, right? They have a private Discord. They meet up with students and give them tips on how to date, how to fucking talk to girls and shit. Like I think they even sell a course about talking to girls online. Anyway, whatever nonsense, right? And then you look at these guys, and like for the most part, their relationships involve women of the night, right? Or they're very transactional. So what can these guys actually teach you about meeting women? When most of the women that they're meeting are either they work in the nightlife industry, let's say, broadly, or they're women who are very transactional in that, you know, they're with this guy because they know he needs a bit of arm candy, and that guy knows that that girl's with him because she needs her bills paid. So imagine those guys giving like regular dudes advice on like how to find a wife, on how to start a family, how to date more within their areas. Like that's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work because their method is just basically spending money, you know, spending money and make people aware of their clout. But yeah, I found that quite interesting. I recommend you check it out. Myron from Fresh and Fit has been broken up with by his girlfriend. I find that kind of shit hilarious, especially because, you know, he purports to be some sort of dating expert guru guy. And it would be okay. It'd be a less of a big blow if the girl left him for another richer dude. Then you could just blame the game and, you know, act like it's no big deal, whatever. But because his ex-girlfriend left him for some hipster dude with like a beard, with like a mustache and dyed hair and rides on an electric skateboard and shit, that's got to feel like a loss, because Myron doesn't rate those type of guys. Myron thinks, you know, men should only be one way. So for him to lose to a man who he probably considers to be a beta male, fucking sweet, fucking sweet, fucking sweet.